Ross 1-0 and a really resilient performance.
Yeah, I thought we played really well in the first half. Load of positives, no real problems, playing some really good stuff, controlled the game in good elements, and yeah, first half really good. Second half, we had to weather a bit of a storm sort of last 15, but that was going to happen. I've never seen Kaz's boot it so much out of his hand. So, credit to the boys digging in, and yeah, it was a big shift. The boys know it, but 3 points are massive.
You say that, massive 3 points, results around you haven't really gone your way today, so it really was important, wasn't it? Because had you not picked up the points, it starts to be a bit of a gap.
It's typical. When we win, everyone else wins. But it is what it is. We've got to keep trying to do our best to get results and just keep in touch with some of the boys above us. So we've done that today. We put in a good shift. Boys are in good spirits. Managed to get a few more boys back on the pitch who have been injured. And yeah, big shift, and everyone played their role today. So positive day.
Yeah, looking ahead, you've obviously got a couple of games coming up against sides again in and around you. Kidderminster away next week. Bit of a new manager bounce there as well. But going into that game off the back of this victory, it's got to give you a little bit of confidence going forwards.
Yeah, I think from the side, definitely first half, some of the football, patient, they didn't press us as much, and we controlled the game, and that's sort of Oxford City through and through. But I think the most valuable part was the defending at the end. I think the boys really showed an appetite to put their bodies on the line. I remember Josh Ashby and Ebbsfleet being around the box, taking blocks, and I think Roddy and Canis and Andre back post defending, and everyone was putting their bodies on the line, and that's what you need to do in this level. So first half, really pleased the way we played. Second half, we had some good spells, weathered a good storm. Ebbsfleet came at us, they're a good team, and we need to make sure we take positives from that because it was a good performance.
Yeah, they did come back at you, which was to be expected, I guess. But the positive today was exactly what you just mentioned. It was a thou shalt not pass attitude. It was everybody on the line, one effort against the bar, but everybody to a man defended soundly when they needed to.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good effort off the bar. Quite unlucky, but we've had some poor decisions against us, some really spawny goals and lucky goals at the last minute, and sometimes we deserve a bit of luck, and that was one chance I thought could have gone in but didn't today. So yeah, important we get through the week now and rest up. Obviously Ashby and Alfie getting back on the pitch, but we missed that today, so we gained 2 and lost 1, but the game's come thick and fast. But we've got a nice week now to prepare physically for the next game ahead. Kiddie away, they got a good result again today, so we've got to respect it. But the boys are in good spirits, and so they should be, because we played well today.
Word about Josh Ashby, obviously came back on Tuesday, had a whole half today, if you like, and really looks like he's getting back up to the pace of National League football. That's got to be a positive in the run-in.
Yeah, 100%. He was really close to starting, but we've got to be wary of the load that goes through his body. But he put his body on the line the whole second half, so we could have started him. But I think with a view next week, trying to get all of our boys as fit as possible is the objective. And yes, we're missing a couple, but it is what it is. We've been really unlucky this season with injuries. We've got, we'll get 2 back on the pitch and then 2 drop out, or we get 3 back and 2 drop out, and it is what it is. The boys are putting in a real shift, and I think today you definitely saw everyone putting their bodies on the line. But I must say the confidence first half, some of the football we're playing, controlled the game, was back to our best really. So yeah, really pleased. Big 3 points. Boys will enjoy it. Good week now to rest up for some, get some extra work in for the rest, and prepare for a big game next Saturday.
Just finally, one word on Zach McEachran, obviously missing today, and that's obviously going to be a big miss. Any news on what that injury is and what the prognosis is on him?
Just an ankle injury. It's a bit too soon at the moment. We're just taking precaution with him. The amount of times he gets kicked and gets back up and gets kicked and doesn't get fouls, and it takes toll on its body, and he's got a bit of an ankle issue. So this week we've got to assess it again and see where we are next week. But yeah, he's devastated. He's getting back to his best, and then he gets a little knock. So but we had Alfie and Ashby to step in and do that role for him. Rennie was missing all week last week with an illness, so we got a good 45 out of him. Get him off, Ashby on, finish the job, and yeah, boys put their bodies on the line, and getting Fish on at the end was really good as well. So a bit of experience, and yeah, we've got to keep moving forward. It's one game we've won. We've got to move on now, enjoy it, get some food and rest up.
And big preparations now, a week without a game ahead of another big game next weekend against Kidderminster?
Yeah, well, we've got the Senior Cup. So we've got to address that as well. So we get a few young ones in around us. You know, Phil Crocker's been on the bench, patient, really good player, get him some minutes, and some others as well. So we've got to address that game as well. But you know, some of the boys are needed and probably a night off. Their bodies are a bit sore, so we've got to respect that. And we've got to know that Kiddy's going to be a tough game. So we've got to go there in full spirits, full strength, and a good appetite to win a game of football.
Ross, thank you very much. Well done today.
Cheers.